Welcome back to another Advance Wars by Web replay video. And today I've got a new webcam, so that's very exciting. I wanted a webcam that didn't make me look super orange like Donald Trump and have really bad white balancing. Is that the term? White balancing, light balancing? I don't know. I'm not smart enough to know these things. And I also decided to use the stand mic, so I don't have the headset on, so you can see my 2012 Justin Bieber hair. So that's always exciting. I can do the swoosh, you know. I'm getting there. It's time for a haircut. When I can start doing the swoosh, that's time for a haircut. That's the rule. So I'm in the bottom playing as Cobalt Ice as per the usual, and I'm playing as Olaf. My opponent is in the top in the red, who's playing as Olaf. And if you know anything about this game, you know that Olaf mirrors are legendary for not being fun because everyone just spams Winter Fury, but the snow doesn't actually do anything because Olaf is immune to the effects of snow. So that's always fun. But this is a really fun map, and I actually like this map even though I'm actually terrible at it. Because there's like a lot of different fights that could happen in a lot of different places, you know. It's not like as exciting as a mixed base, but like as far as like a standard map goes, it's pretty good. The right side is my weak side because I only have this airport right here, and this base like it has to take like a turn. Like I think a 6 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So right there, I have to like it takes a long time to reinforce this comm tower, and usually the front ends up being like around this comm tower right here. And then the front around the middle is pretty flexible, I've learned. But my opponent is Advanced N. So I was like, oh no, is this Advanced Noob Smurf? But he's like, no, I'm not Advanced Noob. But that's something that Advanced Noob would say, so the jury's still out on that. But I think around this, when we started the match, we were both rated 1,000, and now this guy's rated 1250, and I'm rated 900. So a tale of two diverging career paths right there. Well, I think I'm like 990 actually, but anyway. So we're gonna talk about this. So I took that shot earlier, and then he took another shot to make it a 4-4. But then I can one-shot with that and put this tank back to get healed. And then he can have this tank go in, create a nice little tank chain, and then keep attacking from that city. And I'm hoping like I can repair, build another tank, and eventually win this. I built another mech, though, to help out over here. And he built an artillery before. And I didn't realize that artillery are good on this side of the map. Because like there's copters, and there's not a lot of mountains to hide the artillery. But if you could put like infantry or whatever in the way, this artillery can be a problem. And this artillery is just about to like decimate my entire team. I mean, it is gotta just be a huge problem for me. Okay, so yeah, we are going in over here. I'm about to have like 2 6s to his 8 and his healthy tank if his tank decides to go over here. I do have this copter trying to be aggressive over here. Yep, he's got the tank chain going on. Got a copter to counter my copter. He uses the lander to put more infantry over here. And I like using the lander. But my opponent said I used it too much after the game. So, something to consider. Bring this 2 back to get on this city and get healed. And we're already on day 10. So I greed this comm tower, and my idea is, okay, maybe I'll just try to like win a bunch of infantry engagements over here, and by greeding the comm tower, I guarantee this. But I'm not really sure why I did this. The copter's still right there, so I got to be careful. I think, yeah, that definitely was too greedy. Now he goes in on this infantry. I had the copter backing up these 2 tanks, getting healed. So he goes in on this infantry, denying the city, And I greed this city too, and he denies that. But I will be able to kill this guy, and there's another artillery. And yeah, this guy's just about to teach me the ways of using artillery on this map, because I did not think artillery was that good on this map. And then this guy educated me. He he gave me the education that I severely lacked my 900 elo brain. Okay, so I knocked that guy down to a 1, and yeah, I need that firepower bonus, man. I need Kindle right there. This is a tier 2 match, and that's Olaf, Max, Sammy, Kindle. Should have been Kindle. I don't know. I think Kindle would be pretty good on this map. I think Max would be pretty good on this map too, because like a lot of direct units can go ham with how open it is, and copters are really good. So anyone but Olaf. So yeah, he finishes this guy off, but and he's got the anti-air. The anti-air can reach here, but it can't quite cover the tanks. But he's got this copter right there backing him up. So we're going to have a little fight over here, and then he's advancing down here, true to his name, and yeah, going in on the tank. Take a couple good shots there. That's a nice little tank pickup. I actually like used my brain attack with the copter first for once. And his anti-air can't really reach, and that artillery can't hit the copter. Now his copter can hit, but I can. I have another copter waiting in reserve down here in the corner. It's hard to tell because you have the little unit and terrain display down there. But yeah, so good fight by me, and now I pull these infantry back because greeting this anymore would be a bad idea. Pull the mechs back, and just like, I don't need to greed for this. Like, this is going to be his either way. So I'm just going to try and defend this. I bring a tank over here to help out because he's got an artillery and anti-air. So the tanks right there would be really good. I build an anti-air right here. And then this mech right here was honestly a misclick. And I did it, and I was so mad at myself. Like, this mech is 100% a misclick. I own my mistakes, and that was definitely one of them. That should have been an infantry. So that was a little silly by me. It happens. You've all misclicked sometimes. Don't worry. I've played some games where I made even dumber mistakes. So now he slowly advances forward. All right. Now we're about to see some absolute stupidity coming from me. I mean, you thought it couldn't get worse than this mech build, but it does. I'm shifting over here, just repositioning over here. This is fine. He can go in, but I think I can counterattack him well enough where if he goes in, like, he just won't have a lot of units left there. But now I agreed for a shot here. This is very silly. I mean, there could be a better use for that 3 HP copter. There's got to be. Bang, knock that down to 1 HP, finished off with the infantry. Yeah, I mean, that 3 HP could have finished off the other copter there. But I also wanted to, like, I got to keep this copter, like, pretty safe from the anti-airs. And here's the mistake that I make right here, and this cost me the game. So this attack on the, like, yeah, I should have moved the 2 copter right here, just sack it, and then have this finish it off. But this cost me the game, because I retreated back here. What I should have done is gone hardcore in on the left, right? Because this is his weak side. It's hard for him to reinforce with his base. He only has this copter. I can build an anti-air out of here this turn. And then the anti-air will arrive around the same time these units do. So I go hard in on the left. These tanks are now out of position. This artillery, I mean, it can cover the woods, and it can go here and cover some spaces, but it's out of position. So, so this was just the biggest misplay in Advanced Wars history right here. Not doing this, trying to just retreat here and trying to amass units right here to attack this base. This is actually so dumb. This is embarrassing. This is a video that's going on the internet that other people are going to see. You know, we live and learn. You know, I've only played this map. This is my 4th game I played on this map, and after this game I was 2-2. The 2 wins I got, one win I actually was able to overwhelm this base. So I mean, you know, I went for a strategy that works, but I was also playing against a guy who was like way more aggressive, and I was able to get a very high KD differential early in the game. So I was able to overwhelm that base for more units. Okay, now has a little weasel infantry sneaking on this city. So that's just me overlooking that. And now he's going in over here. So now since I shifted over here, now he can push back over here and try to get this city. So this is just this move back right here. I mean, it literally lost me the game. Now his units reposition. He interrupts, moves some more units, and let's see what I can do. So I load my mech into the lander finally. I mean, what else am I gonna do with it? Start taking this, and my idea is I'll try to overwhelm him with targets, get him to fight in here, and then attack. Finish off that guy, and I retreat back here because I can't push. But I got the anti-air coming in, so just imagine if I had this anti-air here and everything else was over here. He couldn't push over here. This wouldn't be like just a losing situation. But yeah, this is what's going to happen. So then I decide to take this shot right here, interrupting this, letting my tank get hit by the artillery. And I figured, I'll just try to get my Winter Fury first, because that's what you want to do. You got to get that global damage. So I'm like, I can get a little bit of charge off of this, go back and repair, deny this city. So I don't know if that was smart or not, but that was the idea behind that attack there. Do some more movement. This mech doesn't know what he wants to do. Just moves back and forth between this shoal and this mountain. Yep, there's the artillery shot. He has a copter move up. Now he's gonna get this. I've got a bunch of units down here, but they're just kind of not in a great position. They really should be over here. And he's gonna advance over here. He's interrupting this, and now he's got the artillery to cover this, so I'm not getting that. Built a second artillery over here. And I mean, here I'm just, he's got the city that he wanted. He's now up a city. But I can fight on because I'm Olaf, and I don't know if I get the Winter Fury this turn or next turn. I can't remember, but I'm going in, taking shots, bang, shoot that tank, and finish it off with this. Shooting some infantry, sacrifice my copter for damage. Kill some infantry, going in, good. There it is. I was doing that for the charge. Winter Fury, everything gets hit, but the problem is he's fully charged too, so he is going to just smack me back with his Winter Fury. And this is kind of the problem with Olaf mirrors, is everything's like an 8 and then it's like a 6, so it just gets everything's a lot weaker. And then I prefer matchups where one CO has firepower bonuses in day-to-day, just because I feel like it's more dynamic and interesting. And I mean, Olaf mirrors don't seem dynamic and interesting to me. It just seems like I just played bad. But yeah, so now he goes in on the counterattack. So really good counterattack there by him. Just all my units here get wiped, but I still am winning in the infantry numbers. I got a ton of penguins over here. He has 1 infantry right here. He's got a bunch of infantry right here. But I mean, long term, this is just going to be losing because he can reinforce up to here, and he's got these artilleries. So very, very silly by me. He goes in over here, and yeah, I'm just trying to like hold off, kill some units. He definitely wins that engagement right there, but I went in for the charge for the Winter Fury, which since I made that tank play, I kind of had to do. Is this where I loaded the anti-air in there? No. I do end up loading an anti-air in here, which I found sometimes this works. You load something in here, you put it here, and it's just as quick as it was in that base, so if you need a little extra help over there. But I want to be attacking on my strong side. Finish off his lone infantry over here. Move this one back to get healed. This one's going to die. And what I really should be doing is shifting over here now. But since I didn't do that earlier and went in on this losing fight, I lost a lot of units. Move my 4 back to get protected. Finish off that copter. I put my tank here and start this cap. So my idea is I'll join cap with the 1 HP because why not? And I didn't do enough joining, and I realized after this game that like I think joining a lot of these weakened units is the best way to counter the Olaf Winter Fury. You get money back if it goes over 10, and you don't have to worry about just having a bunch of weak units. Now the snow ends. Bang! Anti-air's gone. Takes that shot, and that copter was hanging. Oh my gosh. What What a silly play by me, just leaving that copter completely hanging. And he takes a nice shot there. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. You're probably wondering how I win games on this website, and I am too right now. This is pretty poor. And I think a lot of it stemmed from the decision to group up over here in the middle instead of attacking right here. Just based on the unit composition and based on the positioning at the time. So I'm just kind of fighting a losing battle right now because of that one major macro decision. And then I made a couple micro errors with that tank and with that copter just completely hanging. So that was very silly. But I can counterattack over here. I can finish off this tank, and I actually surround the anti-air. So he cannot, and this tank can reach this one, so I think I block it off. But he cannot hit my copters right now. So at least I salvaged it a little bit there. Gonna join cap right here, try to get that. Join cap right here, try to get that. But his artillery is just gonna be a problem. Yeah, his tank can hit that one. I had a plan to stop that tank. I guess I didn't do it. Huh, okay. This tank right here can't really go in over here because of this copter. And now he's up 3k. My lander's out of fuel because I've been sharing infantry over here constantly. Which might be bad long term because I need infantry over here on the strong side. And this is where I should be attacking. He's doing the right thing, attacking over here. I should not be trying to, like, this isn't too bad to try to win, but I should not be trying to win this when there's an artillery staring right at it. I should have switched over, and how many times am I going to say that? I don't know. But, yeah, we're regrouping over here. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I said this. Tell me if the new audio is kind of trash. I listen to it, and it sounds like I'm like in an echo chamber. Like it just and I guess the acoustics in this room are bad as well as the lighting. This isn't an ideal YouTube filming studio. I put my lander on the port to get refueled, but of course it's going to cost me money to get it repaired. And yeah, I'm going for a lot of repairs when I should be joining. Like, I should join this 5 to this 3. That's an 8. It'll get repaired to 10 next turn. And that will save me a little bit of money. But also, like, instead of just these tanks sitting here the whole game, like, I can just have, like, that 8 and that 9. And that's, like, good enough. But I'm going to keep fighting over this. I'm not sure if I'm going to get that or not. He goes in, kills the tank. Because I just kind of sent the kitchen sink over there to stop the comm tower. Good shot right there on the copter. Almost to my Winter Fury, so I'll get it next turn. Finishes off this guy, so I'm just not getting that. But I am going to get this, so small mercies, I suppose. And I start amassing a force here, but it's just such a skeleton crew, I can't really do anything. So I do get that. I go in, bang, hit the copter. Mech, nice shot on the artillery, and now I've got the Winter Fury. Everything takes some damage. I'm going to start this capture, finish off that anti-air, finish off this guy, go in here, and his copter is actually out of range of my copters. So my copters are home free. This anti-air is going to get, it's going to get pelted by the artillery over here, but, and the mech can hit it too, but the copter's out of range, so I'll take that. So this is actually like one of the best positionings I've had all game. I decided to take a shot there because why not? His unit's weakened. I put this guy on this city so this 8 couldn't hop on it. And put this anti-air over here to get repaired because there's probably going to be copters coming out of here. So got to have that anti-air healthy. Okay, this doesn't make sense. What was I doing? I moved the 5 off the city to here. And then I put this tank on the city. Oh, I did it to block the anti-air? I don't know. Oh, I did it to block for this copter. Haha, look at me. Blocking for the copter. Still, though, I think I just wanted this tank here a little so we can get closer to the action. Because now, finally, 10 turns too late, I'm finally attacking the side I need to attack, and it is pretty weak. He only has 2 infantry right here. The artilleries are a problem over here, but I mean they can only really control these two squares. So as long as I stay out of those, which I'm probably not going to, because that's definitely something a mistake that I would make. Okay, so he goes in on the mech. Mech's dead. Nice shot on the anti-air right there. He goes in, hits the tank down. Gonna interrupt that down to 6, and he got it with his Winter Fury. He got just enough, and I took all the damage. But he couldn't really move down here into this area, and he just had to like take like this subpar engagement. I guess it's not really subpar, but that anti-air is definitely gonna get clapped next turn. Unload some infantry to help defend. And yeah, now he's just going on over here. These artilleries are gonna be a problem. This artillery has like earned its weight in gold. I just keep sending units to interrupt the comm tower, and those artilleries just keep shelling me over and over. It's like the definition of insanity. Just keep doing the same thing over and over and get blasted by the artillery. Okay, so yeah, finish off that anti-air. Pretty easy pickup there. Finish off oh no, don't finish off the mech. But I can use that 1 HP copter to do it, so that's got a use there. Finish off his copter, although his copter's in range, and I'm hoping my anti-air can get healthy enough to do some damage. And stay out of artillery range. And all I'm trying to do is just hold on to that comm tower, and maybe I can make something happen over here. I join a unit for the first time, so that's good. Actual using brain cells there. I try to like have a defensive formation right here, but I really should have relocated over here. But even still, it's a pretty losing engagement. He goes in, finishes off the copter, brings some more reinforcements in. Now this city's still at 6 HP, and I have a 4 HP infantry, so it's going to take one more turn to get that. But it is looking like it's going to be mine. He doesn't have a ton of reinforcements over here. He combines his artilleries and starts the comm tower, goes in over here, and he's got the artillery right here. So just now I've lost this that I've committed to. So just a lot of bad adjustments by me. Like I should have shifted everything over here if I was going to shift over here instead of trying to repair everything. Join, shift over. Okay, finish off that 1 HP infantry, finish off the copter. Anti-airs do so much damage. Knock that tank down to 1, hit the artillery. And luckily this tank is safe in the artillery. It's going to get hit by this, but I've got this tank over here backing it up. I join cap there and move these other units up. Get him off the comm tower, start taking some fights. Move some more infantry to help defend. I just got to stop that comm tower. Going with this copter, try to stop this, but that anti-air is going to kill me. And now it's back to him. He takes a couple shots, finishes off all my frontline units. And yeah, I just lost like everything there. I saved the comm tower, but lost everything else. He takes a good shot on the anti-air right there. So now I just have this 8 HP and 6 HP copter to deal with this copter right here. Takes a couple shots. Now he's going to get this city too, because I'm just giving that up. And I finally get this city. Woohoo! We're tied in income very briefly until he flips that. I am going to start getting this now. I joined cap. This thing's got 4 HP left. So he's either going to have to commit over here, which might be a bit of an overextension because I have all these units within range. So he might just let me have that. I use the 1 anti-air, HP anti-air to damage the copter, get it down to a 3. I put the tank here. And I don't really do a good job of blocking the mech, so that tank's about to get clapped. Shoot the artillery there, finish off that artillery. Try to block here, but that's not going to do anything. Excuse me. Take some shots. What was that? Oh, I don't know what that shot was. That was very silly. Oh, get charged. That's what it was. And here's another Winter Fury. Yay! All these frontline units turn to 8s and can't capture anything or like do a lot of damage to the reinforcements that come out healthy. So he is going to take a shot there with the mech. Take a shot, take a couple more shots. He's going to get the Winter Fury. There it is. Yeah, so he's got a lot low HP infantry here. He's starting the comm tower, but it's not too much of a threat. He's got 2 more turns where he can actually get it, so I don't need to be soiling my britches immediately. Builds a mech. He's got copter reinforcements. My anti-air is so far away. Finish off that 1 HP copter. Flip this. So now I'm down 2k, but I'm going to lose this next turn. Finish off that tank. And kind of retreat, because I'm like, okay, he doesn't have a whole lot. I don't need to attack too much, but maybe I should have moved something to deal some damage to that infantry. Move my copter. And yeah, so he's going to flip that. He's going to keep capping the comm tower. Sacrifices the... Nope, he moves it back. I didn't see that. It looked like it died when I went too fast. Gets some nice shots. Tank's dead. Moves up. Shoots there. And now mech goes in. Tank reinforces in the middle, so it can either rotate here to help this 9, or it can rotate back here to help over here. But I'm pretty cooked at this point, and I realize that, but I'm going to fight on, because maybe I can make something happen. I mean, there's no reason to resign yet, you know? Not going to give up. I finally shift over here to attack this, but it's honestly too little too late. And he retreats because there's no reason to attack. I'm just going to kill stuff. If that's what happens, he can just fight. It's kind of like what I'm doing, except he's going to do a better job at it. He's going to keep capping that comm tower, and he's got these artilleries, copters, anti-airs all protecting it. So yeah, it's just looking pretty cooked for me. I did bring this tank down here, but it's too little too late. Loading infantry here, but I move up here. I start the comm tower. This is agreed. It's just out of desperation. Maybe I can make him make a mistake over here. And he goes in, finishes off the copter, rotates the anti-air down here, knocks that guy down to a 4, so I can't flip that for a bit unless I join. I mean, I have to join cap, but now he's got the comm tower down to 4 HP, and there's not a whole lot I can do. I continue capping the comm tower, because might as well go in on this infantry to interrupt the comm tower. Sacrifice a tank to stop the comm tower. Yeah. I have a big wall of infantry over here, but can't really do a whole lot with it. Imagine if I had this 10 turns ago. That'd have been nice. Yep, finishes off the tank, finishes off that copter basically, takes a couple good shots here, and starts this city, because why not? And yeah, just slams me over here, stops the comm tower, takes a nice tank shot, and I'm pretty screwed. So, I mean, maybe I can get Winter Fury, but we'll see. I take a couple shots, is able to take out the copters over here, able to take out this, and take some more shots, bang, bang, but I am not able to get the Winter Fury. I'm like 2k away. And I ran out of attacks. I didn't really do that efficiently, but even if I did get the Winter Fury, he's getting it next turn. And then I decided to throw in the towel. This comm tower is falling pretty soon. And here, I think long term I would be winning, but it's just going to be too slow. He would just win this. He's going to flip that, change the income balance a little bit. And I'm just running out of units over here. So he's got this copter right here, which is out of range of this healthy copter. He can just easily go in, and yeah. So not my best showing for sure. So I think the big mistake I did is on turn 10 or 12 or whatever, not rotating everything over here to go over here and just trying to play. I shouldn't have tried to play for the middle. I should have tried to play for over here. Also leaving copter hanging right there. That was incredibly stupid. And some other micro things, but yeah, so that's the game. Hope you enjoyed this absolute travesty, this absolute embarrassment. But you know what? It's good to look at this game again and learn what I did wrong and learn from it and learn how to play this map a little bit better, because I'm still pretty new to this game. I mean, 6 months since I joined the Global League. So, yeah, I got to make some mistakes like that. But, yeah, hope to see you in the next one.